Right. Hello. I'm not very good at this whole video stuff, but yeah. I'm just gonna do a basic video on how to get arena points fast, or fast-ish anyway. So first is going to be for the aggressive players. So if you're aggressive and you've got an aggressive team with you, so like you've got two other players or one other player that like playing aggressive, or if you're a solo player, it's kind of all for you. So first off, when you're playing aggressive, obviously you want to play aggressive, but depends on your level of good skill. So if you're like really like skillful and you're professional, you probably won't be watching this. But if you want to kind of start playing aggro and getting good at being aggro, my recommendation would be not landing first drop and not landing tilted. It would be like, so places like Coney when it's not first drop, or like Risky when it's not first drop, because you'll have 2 to 3 players and that doesn't make it passive, but it doesn't make it full aggressive. So you're starting off with 2 to 3 players. Should be able to wipe that pretty easily, depending on what division you're in, depending on all of that. And then when you get into higher divisions, that's proving your skill level's getting better. So like, I'm Division 6 now, so I can't say I'm the best player in the world or anything, but like I like to think I'm decent. Yeah, so I would recommend landing kind of passive. Risky is a really good drop because you've got Spider-Man mythics next to it. Same with Coney. I would really recommend Coney because it's a bit more open for you to kill those 2 to 3 players that land there. You've obviously got a couple more. So like if you want to go first drop, I would really recommend what's it called, Camp Cuddle, if it's first drop, because it's a really good drop. If you land on the hill, you can loot up and then drop down and go and kill any other players or whoever landed with you on the hill. And then for the more good players, I would just recommend going like wherever's good, like wherever you think's good is probably good. You know what I mean? Wherever you think's nice to land, you're comfortable landing at. Wherever you like in this season is probably good for arena as well. But you want to get those couple of kills off the start if you're an aggro player, because that's really good just to start off with. And then if you're an aggro player, take as many third parties as you possibly can. That's what I like to do in arena anyway. Obviously it's the scumbag move, as people say, but just try and take as many third parties as you possibly can, because that could end up in you either one-shotting, two-tapping someone, you know what I mean, really easy, really good kills, just to get your kill level up a bit. And then obviously going into a match, I would just say don't land tilted. That's my only recommendation. The Jones is really good, but that's for like more champion division players that want to play passive. I'll kind of go into passive players now. Passive players, I would really recommend landing the Jones, Camp Cuddle again if it's not first drop, or the bridge that you can see me landing at in this clip right here. That bridge is really good because there's normally 1 to 2 players there in arena. Div champs or whatever div you're in, there's normally 1 to 2, and then you've got the gas station next to it that you can push for mats and stuff like that. But I would really recommend that. And then you've got a lot of quite a bit of loot at this bridge as well. You've got 2 to 3 Spidey mythic spawns. You've got a chest. You've got multiple chests. And that's a really good place to land for the more passive players anyway. Camp Cuddle's really good, as I said, land on the hill, drop down, there might be one player there. And then Log Jam as well, it's really good because you can get max wood really easily, and then you can take a fight and get max wood again. For the builders anyway, it's really good. If you want to try and last to endgame, the Log Jam and then push down to this bridge that I'm at here would be really good, and just don't take any fights that's there. Comfortably, I would just take third parties if you're more of a passive player and you enjoy playing passive. Personally, I don't. I like the going aggressive and getting as many kills as possible in arena anyway, and in solo squads. I was solo squadding in the gameplay before that. But yeah, it's whatever you're comfortable with, to be honest. If you're comfortable with doing that, then I would recommend doing that. If you're not comfortable with that, just land what you like. Personally, it's whatever you like. It's not about what I'm saying's good. Like, obviously what I'm saying's good, it's alright, but like if you're more comfortable landing like Shifty, again, there might be 1 to 2 players there. I've not really landed much since I landed there a lot at the start of the season. It's a really good drop spot, but it's just players can come out of nowhere. So if you're not very comfortable, or you get like shook easy when there's a player coming at you or that can scare you, I really wouldn't recommend Shifty, because you'll jump out your skin, man. It's one scary. Well, I mean, if someone jumps out, it's proper bad. But other than that, Shifty's a really good spot if you're good at, you know what I mean, seeing someone jump behind the corner and pump them in the face. It's a perfect place to land. But there's a lot of people that can come out of nowhere. Shifty's good for chests and loot as well. There's one vending machine and quite a lot of loot, and there's a reboot van pretty close to everything for your teammates to get rebooted, and it's pretty kind of covered by walls and that, so I would recommend that reboot van a lot as well. And then there's other kind of places like Conyo Canyon, is it? I can't even mind the name of it. It's a really good place because it's passive, like no one lands there, and it's really good loot. And it reminds me a bit of, what was it called? Was it Paradise Palms? It was, I remember that, man. It's a bit like that. That's why I like it, I think, personally, because I used to really like Paradise. But yeah, if you're looking again for the really aggro players, like just go Tilted. Like, see if you're good and you know you can kill everyone at your skill level, then go Tilted. Like, there's no doubt about that. If you want to go like proper aggro, my recommendation's Tilted, and then just push out of Tilted towards fuck, I've forgotten the name of it now. It's the other I was literally talking about it 2 fucking minutes ago. Fuck me, I'll remember it. It was the place I was talking about 2 minutes ago. It was like, I can't even mind, man, but it's like the city that I was talking about, like the smaller city. It's really good if you push out in like a Lambo or something towards there, and then you pick up a couple more kills there. If you, I wouldn't recommend going aggro if your duo's not aggro. Like, you need to have both aggro. Like, out of the 2 of you both need to be aggro. Not just one of you can be aggro, because then it'll fry the whole team. Because one guy will run off when you're trying to fight the whole team. So I would recommend you have 2 aggro players that are good at the game and know what they're doing. And I wouldn't play arena, personally, if you're playing with folk that aren't the same skill level as you or higher, except from if you're willing to maybe drop a couple of points. But to rack up points in any season of arena is definitely go passive. If you're not comfortable with going aggressive, definitely passive. You'll rack up points just as quick, and you won't lose as many by dying in games. I might do a competition one on this in a bit, because even the most aggressive players go passive in competitions. But anyway, I'm away now. Right, catch you after.